I'm gonna feed them right now. So
and using chopsticks.
Yes,
nice.
Sir.
Hey, what's up, Reefers? A really gloomy day outside, but that's okay because I got my boy next to me. Yeah! Mom's out in DC, today just the boy, so we're gonna hang out and we're gonna make videos. Let me sit you guys down first. Alright, that's better and probably what you're more used to. Today's video, first we're gonna talk about the XP Aqua ATO top-off system. I picked it up recently after my Smart ATO failed and I really enjoyed it. Right afterwards, I got a couple videos. So my Instagram account recently, I just so happened to be at the right place at the right time. And I caught some amazing moments on the phone. The reason I want to do this is because a lot of these things I do not share on my YouTube channel. Because YouTube channel, I wait for the whole story to develop first and I put them all together in a nice package. Where on Instagram, I got like 60-second clips of things that just happen right now and I just want to share right away. And apparently a lot of these kind of things have been happening. Here's one example. Hey, what's up, Reefers? I just did a large water change figure. Let's feed some thick paste of Reef. And I'm using a glass pike pits I picked up from the fish street in Hong Kong. Usually I like to feed my fat dendro or something a little bit thicker or larger chunks. But today we are doing small food. So we'll hook them up with a little Reef as well. Let's give some to a clam. And we'll do some on these zoas. Okay, let's go for a second dose. Here, let's do some of the kryptonite candy cane. Oh shit! Oh shit! The clownfish just jumped out! It's trying to attack me. What the hell? Go back in, you crazy fish! What the fuck? Yo! What the fuck? That female clown, what the hell? It has a habit of slapping me when I'm working on the tank. I thought it was like a butterfly or something that just flew in. It actually hit me in my head. What the heck? See what I mean? How crazy was that? So without further ado, let me tell you a little bit more about this auto top-off system that I got recently. And then I'll show you a couple clips on Instagram that I really thought was amazing. Hey, what's up, Reefers? Today we are looking at the sump. The Smart ATO Nano has
failed me for the last time.
I really want to like it, but then it failed on me twice within the 4.5 years I've had this. The first time it was the interior, I'll just take it off. It's the interior magnet piece. This piece right here, it just fell off. And what ended up happening is that there's a magnet inside and it totally rusted. Now I'm not sure if it released any metal in the tank, but I don't like to see rusted magnets. So I immediately replaced it and I bought a replacement unit and it was good for, well, it's another 2.5 years now. So this is okay now. However, the problem I have now is that this unit, it does not shut off when I started pumping water in. Basically, the pump just does not shut off. It's the weirdest thing. So it's just time to replace this unit. In terms of auto top-off system, I've always been a fan of the Smart ATO. I tried the Nano, which is this, and I tried the Micro. And I really like the Micro because it does the same thing. It has a fail-safe and it's really, really small. On top of that, it's made in Taiwan and I love Taiwan. So there's no reason for me to look for other brand until now. Enter the XPA. This company is relatively new to the scene. When they first come into the scene, they did reach out saying that, yo, we got a really nice auto top-off system. Would you like to try it? Back then, I was pretty happy with the Smart ATO, and I understand that free is sometimes the most expensive. So I politely decline and be like, hey, you know what? I'm pretty happy with what I have right now. In the future, when I need a auto top-off system, do you mind if I reach out? Now fast forward to today, the time has arrived. So I reached out to Joseph and Joseph was like, yeah man, we'll be happy to send you one to try out. Just give us your honest feedback. So here it is in my hand. Is the actually really well reviewed at this point auto top-off system from XPA. When I received this, I posted it on Instagram and a lot of people chime in saying that, yo, like, we use this auto top-off system, we're a huge fan, never have any issue with this. So this gives me a lot more confidence in terms of like how this auto top-off system performs. And to be honest, if I know this is like a terrible product, I'm not gonna put this on my system. So going in, I know it's gonna be a win. But how much of a win? We're gonna check it out. So inside the box, I already took the clear tubing out. We got the power adapter, and I just want to look at the actual size of the sensor because size is really important in this case because of the limited room underneath the stand. And it's actually interesting to see because the sensor used here is really similar to the one used in the Smart ATO Micro that I have in the 10-gallon tank. And I really like the sensor size because it's so small. The extra piece is this piece right here. I'm kind of curious what this does. Maybe just kind of like this. It's a junction between the different wires. Pump-wise, also really similar to what the Smart ATO Nano and Micro use, which is fine. I mean, this pump like this is totally strong enough. I do see that they have a check valve, which is always good. And right here, we also have a nice little hose holder for the pump. Without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the 45-gallon system and we'll take a closer look.
2 weeks later.
I've been using the XP Aqua ATO top-off system for more than 2 weeks now, and listen to this. The ATO container has run out of water. This is not the first time, by the way, but I just managed to catch this on film. And this is what it does. The little hub, it just blinks and make that beeping noise. Smart ATO I had before does something similar, but in that case, I'll have to pull the cable and plug it back in. This it doesn't make sense. So for this one, you just lightly touch a center button and you'll just kind of re-engage the pump again. So auto top-off is one of those things that if it works right, you won't even know it's there, and that's what you want. In that aspect, the XP Aqua, it's fantastic, no issue at all. It beeped at me like twice already in the past 2.5 weeks, and it's been solid. I'm gonna compare this to the Smart ATO Nano and Micro because those are the ones I've experienced with, and those are the ones I feel like this is kind of like a cross between the two. And we'll break it down. First, let's talk about the sensor. So sensor is a part that goes inside either the sump or the tank. It detects the water level. Now, the sensor reminds me of the Smart ATO Micro, which is like this size, right? However, the difference is that this one is almost twice as thick as the Smart ATO Micro. And I feel like the reason is that this one actually has a redundancy. So instead of just one optical sensor, it does have a fallback as well. And as you know, optical sensor for ATO, it's pretty reliable. That's something that you want, and they have two. And to me, this is already a plus. So the second part is the hub, and that's this guy right here. I didn't know how large this is because like in all the photos, I thought this was gonna be like a huge disc. I didn't even know where it goes. So it turns out it's like a small little puck like this. It looks big because I have the mount on, so I could actually screw this on this side. What I like about this is that whenever I touch the middle of the button, it forces the sensor to double check to make sure the water level is correct. If not, it'll pump some water in. And the reason I like this is because of the Micro. Every time, for example, I run out of water in a container, it stopped beeping, I have to pull out the plug and put it back in, which I thought is the most ridiculous thing because one of the plug goes to the pump, the other one goes to the power. I have to make sure I pull the power one, so I sometimes get the wrong one, and you get the point. It's just not that smart. With the Nano, I also pull the plug out. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm not even sure if the hub has a button I can push. Maybe I never tried it because it's not so obvious. But with the XP Aqua, it's pretty obvious this button right there. So whenever I run out of water in the container and it started beeping, I'll refill it, press a button, that's it. I don't have to pull anything out. And to me, I think that makes sense. I don't feel like I should praise a ATO for doing that because I feel like it's common sense, but for whatever reason, the Smart ATO did not have that feature, which is slightly frustrating because whenever I have to pull the plug out and plug it back in order to reset something, that just feels kind of slapped together. If I may be honest, I feel like the XP Aqua is probably from the same factory or almost the same design team from the as the Smart ATO because they share a lot of the same elements, which is not a bad thing because the Smart ATO is actually a really good ATO system. And I feel like the XP Aqua really built upon that and made it even better. So after trying this, if you ask me if I have any recommendation for auto top-off system, I can honestly recommend the XP Aqua Duetto. I understand that they have a full sensor version that came out. I feel like it's overkill, at least for my needs, and from talking to other folks, it seems like the Duetto is a crowd favorite as well. By the way, we didn't talk about price point yet. This is actually $20 cheaper than the Smart ATO Micro at the time of this filming. So I feel like in my book, this makes the XP Aqua a no-brainer. If you have any questions regarding this ATO system, leave a comment. I'll try to answer it. If I cannot, I'm sure somebody will jump in as well. Are you guys ready for some awesome Instagram videos? Let's take a quick peek. Hey, what's up, Reefers? Today we're at Joseph's house and he has a really cool 12-gallon tank right here. I think it's pretty unique because usually a reef tank you think they have a sump, filter, but nope, nothing here. So Joseph, can you tell us a little bit about your tank?
Nothing. All I do is water change every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks.
And then I feed them, like, look at them, they know the food.
Oh, they know, they're really hungry.
I'm gonna feed them right now. So
and using chopsticks,
yes,
nice.
Sir. So I just dip it in and then they just go
oh
crazy.
Man, that is cool.
Yeah, they're really nothing I need to do in this tank. It's pretty easy to maintain. Just water change every 2 weeks, that's it.
Awesome. Really interesting inhabitant. We got one of those as like a vampire crab, I believe, and they do need to dry land. You do have like the rockscape works. I mean, there's a place for him to get water. It's really cool. What's your favorite coral in this tank?
Definitely. Actually, they're all my favorite, but I like this guy. This guy is
really
cool.
Fun time. Feeding times. Time to feed.
Feeding time.
No, what are you doing? Time to feed XL ATO. My quote-unquote favorite time of the week. Not. Boom. That's right.
Baby.
Yeah. All right. So that's a super easy to feed one. The other one, a little bit more recursive, but looks like he's also out and about. Come here, buddy. Oh, jeez, man. It's 8-1. Still in the mouth. We'll let him digest that one. It's gonna take a while. Okay, meantime, let's feed this one. Easy.
My favorite girl.
Alright, Reefers, just look at the audacity of this porcelain crab. Right smack in the middle of the rose bubbletip anemone, not giving a crap to anybody, is ridiculous. For some reason, well, probably because of his relentless and tenacity, the clowns just kind of accepted the fact that this little guy belongs to an enemy. Right now is perched right in the middle, assuming a little bit. The male clown is kind of picking at it. Probably there's some algae. Actually, that's kind of interesting. Pardon my throat. Maybe there's some algae on the crab or something like that, or the clown's trying to gently budge it. But it was picking at him a little bit. But the clown doesn't seem too bothered. Let's see what's happening here. Alright, sir. Your service is once again required. Go forth and destroy bubble algae. You guys probably didn't even see any of that, huh? It was so quick. Yo, you know my post about the sweet potato dying and rotting? Maybe there's a reason why there's a hole in the sweet potato. Look at my XL ATO, just like dig right up in there. Look at the gill movement. It's clearly eating. It's digging into it. What the heck? I don't know, man. Are they supposed to eat this? Should I? Here, let me get this little dude out. Hey. Well, he's obviously okay, and he was just going right into it. What the heck, man? Look at all the detritus. So I'm here trying to pull the thing out. Actually got some worms getting ready to feed the XL ATO as well. But that guy decided to get all up in that sweet potato, trying to get some potato chip or something. That is wild. What the heck, man? Good job staying clean over here. That guy just wants some junk food. Hey, we first talk about the right place at the right time. I was just right there holding Leon, falling asleep, and just looking at the tank. And I saw something red floating around the tank. I was like, what the heck is this? I looked a little bit closer. It was actually the belly Minimax anemone. This was the one that was splitting. I'm not sure if it's done splitting yet. It was just floating around the tank. Apparently it landed in the grandes, and I think the grande is actually in the process of eating it. So I'm going to get it out real quick and transfer it to that holding tank. So nice. Let's get that real quick, actually. Oh shit. Yeah, it's actually eating it right now. Oh my god. Okay, I need to siphon it out or something. That is random. Oh my god, dude. Jeez. Yep, good thing I catch it now. It's not too late. And I really need to wash my hand after this. Guys, look who's here! Kramer! Oh man, but he has become really shy. Whenever I'm around the tank, he just kind of hides, which is kind of weird. Let's see if he comes back out. There he is. So these days, he seems to comes out around when the light used to be on. The light used to be on around this time. Obviously, I've changed the light schedule because of So I think Kramer's a little bit confused. But to be fair, he did kind of just disappear for, I'll say maybe like 3 or 4 weeks. So recently he reappeared, which is great. I just wish it's not as skittish. Like right now, for whatever reason, it's really skittish. Anyways, welcome back, Kramer. Good to see you. Alright guys, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the misadventure on my Instagram account. If you do, be sure to follow me at Inappropriate Reefer. I'm in the process of putting together a big local fish store tour video that I went on with Mighty Nano Tank and Tank Addict. That should be out soon. And at the time you're watching this, yesterday was actually WAMA's big frag fest. We have a big meeting where people do like frag swap and frag giveaways. So I'm sure there's a lot to talk about there as well. My point is, a lot of content is coming. It's gonna be amazing. Not to mention the 150-gallon tank. I still owe you guys an update. So if you're not following this channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you get update whenever I post a new video. With that said, I'll see you guys next Sunday at 12:30 p.m. sharp. Stay cool. Green and white finger leather. I like to refer to them as the poor man's SPS.